Was I ready for the go live button? I don't know. I'm so terrified. Hey, good morning. It's the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And it's about 7:33, so it's like 2 hours later, but it is a Saturday, so cut me a break. I cut myself a break, actually. We did trash, got up, walked the dogs, did all that kind of stuff. Eddie helped me out, so we got a lot of stuff done this morning. Got to watch a Popeye the Sailor cartoon. That I think it was the first colored version, the colorized version of the cartoon. Anyway, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and we do not talk about cartoons, even though sometimes we do. But we're here to talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical, tactical way so you can get home to your family and friends, have some fun, bring value to the customer, and I don't know what else. That's enough, right? Anyway, kind of goofy today. This is our 519th episode, and I wrote this on the chart. We're going to talk about this a little bit. Nay. Nay. It's like, why nay? I got nay, N-A-Y, and I wrote down here, definition done story. The story behind the definition done. So I don't know what came over me, but I wrote nay for something when I was taking my SBC class. And what nay stands for, and they actually say, oh, you just say no? I'm like, no, it means this. Maybe you could use this phrase when you're working with teams as a Scrum Master and you're putting together a definition of done, and you put nay, and it means not applicable now. So it doesn't apply now. However, it may apply in the future for your definition of done. And I think what triggered me, I was talking to another person that I'm coaching a little bit. We're talking about definition done. And people are always worried about, well, the velocity goes up or whatever. And I said, well, that's not necessarily true. Not because you do hours and stuff like that, but because your definition done grows as a team. When teams first start out, they may not have automated testing if they're real new to the world and don't know how to do it. They may not have unit testing. They may not have automated test scripts written. In the definition done, there's a lot of stuff out there. So nay, it's not applicable now, but it will be in the future. So why I say it's the definition done story is because the story behind your definition done actually evolves over time. And people don't get that, right? So the idea being, let's say something's 5 points now, or 3 points. Or I did the thing we do. I wonder if I'll draw it on here. So your team gets to the point where they're doing, I'm going to pick a number, 30 stories. 30 stories at 30 points. Okay, so I got 30 stories. 30 stories at 30 points. So 1 point per story. 1 point per story. Okay, so we're like kind of at that level. And put not app yet, right? So they're doing 30 stories, right? As they go and say, oh, you know what? We need to do code reviews because our quality sucks, right? It's really terrible. So we're going to do some quality reviews. We're going to put some more unit tests in. We're going to add some more to the definition done that we as a team think we need to do before we do it. So what's going to happen to your stories? The stories are going to go up. Let's say it goes up. It goes from 1 point. I'm going down, but it says now it's 2 points per story. Just because the extra stuff we did. So everybody's thinking, oh, well, the velocity is going to go up. It'll go up 60 points. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm just going to give you an idea. It's actually going to, instead of going up in velocity, you're going to do 15 stories. So now you're still doing 30 points per sprint. Right? So what happens is you do less issues, but you do the same points. If that makes sense. So you may not see a curve going vertical yet because you're in the process of maturing your definition done. Once you get your definition done, working it away, then the curve will start going up. So there's the thing. So you got to keep an eye on it. So why isn't the velocity going up? Well, maybe your definition done is getting better. So think about it. So if I were to draw my team's velocity, is going to stay up and then it's going to go on. And this range is the DOD story. Once you establish your DOD story, then it will start going up. And this is velocity, if that makes sense. So in the beginning, your definition, your velocity will stay pretty stable. You want to get into the area, you be able to estimate and provide some commitment, not precision, but accuracy, just reliability maybe. So the definition done story stays pretty stable for a while. Then once you mature your definition done, get really in good habit, got it figured out, and get in a nice rhythm, then your velocity starts going up. And then you actually go up more, because what will happen once you figure out all those things you need to do, you'll figure out new tools, new ways of doing things, and doing things faster. And then the velocity goes up. But you have a very much better product that comes out the door, and it's more likely to go into production. So there. So if you're not doing all that stuff and your velocity stable, then I wonder what you're really doing velocity at. Is it really your hours that you work, like a time card or timesheet? Because that was another thing I always tell people. Oh, they're like, oh, what's equate our points to hours? Well, then why the hell are you measuring velocity? I'm just saying. There's no reason, if you're going to equate a person's working and how many hours they do in a sprint. They theoretically work 40 hours a week. Everybody works 40 hours a week, whether they actually produce something or not. So your velocity is never going to go up ever, and it's just going to be a straight line. So why the hell are you freaking measuring velocity? It's a waste of freaking time. Okay? People don't get that. I did a lot of math in college. Let's just say I did a lot. So I just love people who said, we should measure velocity. You equate it to the freaking time they put into the work. That's not velocity. That's a timesheet. We'll talk that another day. I got that actually on a future session. We're going to talk about timesheets. So that's all I wanted to give today. It is a Saturday. Please give us a thumbs up if you like our little Scrum tips and everything that we're doing. Ring the little bell so you get notified when we go live and do some stuff. I hope you enjoy your Saturday and stay healthy and get some time outside. I don't know, unless it's snowing. I saw some pictures of snow. And I saw rain pictures out in California, so it must be raining in California. It's rainy season. You get some water. And have fun. Happy scrumming. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.